I thought on this video we'll have a look at who some of these pundits and players has said is their Mount Rushmore of darts. So let's kick it off and let's see what Emma Payton says.
Got to go Phil Taylor. He's the GOAT. 16 world titles, can't be beaten. If I didn't put Phil there, I'd get a lot of abuse. So we're putting Phil Taylor.
Love abuse. Lovey's the best.
Then I'm going to go Michael Van Gerwen, 3-time world champ. Similar in a way, I suppose, to Phil in the fact he's dominated the era that he was in, crossed over with Phil, obviously, but kind of dominated the era after that. I'm also going to put Gary Anderson on there, 2-time world champ. And who knows, maybe he could still win more world titles. So that's 3. And then I'm going to put Wayne Mardle on there because we're very good friends and I like him. I think
he's not in the room.
He's not in the room. It's not even that, but it's just that he's there for entertainment purposes. And darts is, yes, it's about the darts, but it's about the entertainment as well. So I think that's solid. Yeah.
Really? Get a lot of stick if you didn't put Phil Taylor. Love, he's the greatest player to ever pick up a set of darts. But, oh, Crybaby Slaphead, okay, but he didn't really dominate, did he? Because Taylor still whooped him on his final retirement year. But put in Mardle. I mean, Wayne William Mardle, what's his biggest achievement? Getting 4 semis in the world. Well, 4 semis says a lot about Mardle. But, Patton, I tell you what, you've got to bloody look at yourself and think, why would you put Mardle in there? Entertainment purposes. Love putting him in there. It's like fucking saying it's bloody April the 1st. So I don't really agree with that pick at all. Not a good one. Here, Russ Braze.
First off, to me, Phil Taylor, greatest dart player that's ever been. 16 world titles.
Agree with that.
He will stand there very much the very first person.
Yeah.
And my second one will be Eric Bristow, 5 times world champion. He really put darts on the map in the very first
agree with
instance.
that. Definitely.
Like I say, back in the 80s, the early to mid 80s, he was unstoppable. He was arrogant. He was brilliant. He was everything.
He was the ultimate dart player then.
He would certainly be the second one up there. Third one up there would be MVG, Michael Van Gerwen. He's, again, the stage later. So you had Bristow first, then you had the Taylor era, then you had the era of MVG. And MVG up there.
Era MVG. He's only like a year, 2 maximum. He wasn't exactly dominating, was he?
Raymond Van Barneveld, because he
bloody so.
has proven what he can do, what can happen with a game of darts. When he's got a set of darts in his hand, he's beaten the best, been in there with the best, and won the very best.
I like the idea of putting Bristow in there. I agree with that because he was the perfect character in darts. He gave it and bloody played with it. But having Sulky Barney on there, he's only a 1-time PDC World Champion.
Luke Humphries, what would be your Mount Rushmore of darts? 4 people from the darting world that you'd put on there, please.
Go Rushmore, Phil Taylor, Michael Van Gerwen, and Sid Waddell.
Perfect, thank you very much.
Tell you what, I didn't take much bloody thinking, did it? I tell you what, I like the old idea of having Sid Waddell in there because he was, the best commentator in darts, not like this bloody Wokarati we have today. But yeah, having Russ, yeah, it's not a bad pick, really.
But who are the top 4, would you say? That if you had to pick 4 figures, who are they?
As a fan, obviously Phil Taylor's at the top. Right, Taylor's 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Van Gerwen is 2.
Right.
Raymond Van Barneveld is 3.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
one more. My favourites were John Parts and Dennis Priestley.
Who cares what yours are?
Not that that's a hint at all, but...
I'll say Adrian Lewis.
Adrian Lewis.
From what?
Controversial few picks there, aren't they? I don't see the idea of having fucking bloody Barney. I don't see what he's really... No, I'm not sure on that one. And this would be my picks for the Mount Rushmore, which there is no doubt he would have as number 1, and arguably he could even have all 4 to himself for what he's done for darts. And that is the greatest ever, Phil Taylor. You're never going to dispute he is the best to ever throw a dart. My second pick would have to be Eric Bristow for what he done for darts. I mean, between those 2, they have put darts well on the map, and that's why these guys, if we are playing it, watching it, and loving it today. If it wasn't for Bristow, he brought it through after the 80s and Taylor. Again, we know we're near as good as it is, so for Taylor for dominance, Bristow for just, he was a cracking player, and not only that, he had the banter with it, and like all this hugging and kissing that you see on the darts today, it's too pretty pandy, isn't it? And the third one, well, if you didn't have the voice of darts on there, and Sid, I mean, not like this woke commentary that you hear today with Mild or Webster and whoever nerve that woman is. Sid, I mean, dig him back up, put him in the commentary desk. And this could be a very strange one to pull on, but if Flicker does what you think he could do, arguably, could he make it? I think for what he's done at the moment, for the popularity, like what the guys with Bristow and Taylor brought to the game, I think he's definitely brought the attention, but yes, he's got the game, but is he going to defeat Taylor's record? That I do not think. But just for what he's actually doing on the board, I think this could be a future Mount Rushmore candidate, so that would be my 4. Let me know what you think your 4 will be below.